So Jesus kind of goes off on this one, doesn't he? What the bleep am I supposed to write about this? Today, we're exploring the problem in the text for proper 15 year C. That means it's Luke 12, verses 49 to 56. If this passage were the only thing we knew about the gospel, we'd probably think, that Jesus is a jerk. He wants to divide us. Like, that seems to be the whole point. Where's the love? I mean, come on. He's advocating hatred. Then he's like, are you stupid or something? Can't you see what's going on? Jesus seems cruel, unhinged, and frankly, out of his mind here. And not at all like the dude people talk about. The Jesus everyone talks about is all love and peace and saving the world. This guy seems like some nihilistic commando. Thanks, other me. Does that mean I'll see you in church on Sunday then? So this is obviously a problem. And it's a particular problem of reading a short passage out of context. But unfortunately for us, the context doesn't completely solve the problem, because Jesus will still come off looking like a jerk here. But with the context, we can get a much better understanding of why Jesus seems to be going off and dividing families up and reading signs and all of that. So I've kind of done this backwards, haven't I? I'm supposed to explain the text, then highlight the problem, but I've flipped it because the text is the problem, and to understand why the problem isn't a problem so that we can get to the real problem, we need to explore the text. If you didn't follow the logic, I mean, wow. Before all of this division talk, Jesus humiliates a bunch of religious leaders in a guy's home to their faces because they were messing with the poor and the oppressed. He was calling out some bad behavior in the moment. Then he goes back to his followers and he's like, look at all this bad stuff that God doesn't like. God wants us to do things differently. Then he's also like, by the way, this isn't some future thing we're supposed to work on when we get to, right? If we're people who are about God, then let's do the junk now. And then Peter asks for a little clarification. He's like, okay, is this message for us or everybody? So at the heart of this text is Jesus showing his people what already divides people: economic systems that enrich the few and impoverish the many. And in showing people how economic inequality divides us, there are going to be people in your own lives who are close to us who will defend the status quo, who won't be able to completely understand why we need to erase inequality and why the existing division is even wrong. And on top of that, we know this is true. So why do we run around looking for excuses or other explanations? Why do we think it must be more complicated? Like looking up at storm clouds and going, yep, it's gonna rain. We can look at inequality and go, yep, some people don't want to feed the hungry. We already get this. Okay, this is a call-out passage, right? So it doesn't offer an obvious grace. And of course, it's also part of this much longer passage. But I think there is grace in what Jesus is trying to do here. First, he's naming injustice so that we can fully participate in the kingdom life we're called to. So he's trying to shake us out of our stupor. There's also something bold in accepting a badge that says the Great Divider or whatever on it, because he knows we're all likely to think anything is better than division, which isn't true. Evil and injustice, these aren't the price we pay for living in the world. It's what keeps us from being who we're called to be. Which brings us back to the theme Jesus has been offering all through chapter 12, urgency. That we are not being called to a future certainty, but an active present. To see injustice and be on the side of justice, even if it means friends and family don't really get it now. If you want to keep up with the latest problem in the text, hit the subscribe button below. And if you want more Bible-y stuff and sermon prep, check out my website, drewdowns.net. The link is below. Of course, I write about a lot of other things there, so you'll have to deal with that too. Thanks for watching, love nerds. We'll see you next time.